one of my YouTube streamed videos, right? Were you able to get it to work? Can you unmute yourself and explain it?
Yeah, I was able to get the ones from last week to work, but this week, the ones that I recorded for this week, I haven't been able. It kept saying the same thing.
Oh, okay. Thank you for letting me know. I don't know why it's doing that. I will have to figure it out. Johnny, you were able to watch one of. Okay. All right, we are going to get started. Let's see here. Okay, so we are going to look at maps. So I made this, actually Miss made this. Made this really cool poster. This would normally be a ginormous poster. Okay, we are done with chat. I turned it off. We're going, normally this is a big giant poster on our wall, and we are shrinking all of our posters for our themes and for math because it's easier to see here. So Ms. Rojas made this really awesome map and colored it in. And who can read me what a map is? What a map is? Who can read that top part for me? Does anyone want to read it nice and loud? Orion, will you read it for me? Nice and loud, second grade voice so everyone can hear.
Maps. A map is a drawing.
A drawing.
Helps you know where to go.
Okay, a map is a drawing that helps us know where to go. So it tells us where to go. So then, who can read what a legend is right here? A legend. Who's to read that one for me? A legend. What is a legend? Bailey, will you read to me what a legend is?
A legend tells us what the symbols mean.
Okay, so a legend tells us what the symbols mean. So you see this legend over here, and you can see that we have some green trees. And on this map, green trees mean what? What does green tree mean? Type it in the chat. What does green trees mean? It means what? Right, it means a forest. So then the purple, these little purple things mean mountains. These little red guys mean a house. And this little guy means a castle. Okay, so in this case, we're showing on our legend where the forests are, where mountains are, where homes are, and where a castle is. Okay, now who can read me what a compass rose is? A compass rose. Shreya, would you like to read this one? A compass rose.
A compass rose. A compass rose shows us the direction, north, east, southwest.
Okay, so compass rose shows us direction, and it's north, east, south, and west. So it's this little guy down here that you can see. North pointing up, east pointing to the right, south pointing down, and west pointing to the left. Okay, so this is what a compass rose is. So we have our map, we have a legend for our map, and now we have a compass rose. What do, and then it also says here that labels give us information. So why do we have labels? What's a label? Can someone give me an example of what a label is on this map? An example of what a label is. Alan, what is a label?
Labels give us information.
Yeah, so what is an example of a label on this map? Any of these labels? What's a label? You have any idea?
Like the North Sea and the South Sea.
Ooh, okay. So names of things. So the North Sea is an example of a label, right? And then the South Sea is an example of a label. We also have Fairy Tale Road. So it's explaining that this road is a label, and that's the name of that road. We have Wishing Way, Princess Path. We kind of made some fun names up, but so that is these are labels, okay? So real quick, I want you to type in the chat what a legend does. Go. Type in the chat. What is a legend? And if you can't use the chat, that is fine for today. You can just say it muted and say it to yourself. What is a legend? Mia, use, it's not that I don't know, use this to help you. What is a legend? Legend. Liam, that's not the kind of legend that we're talking about. Legend. This is a legend. Use your own words if you'd like to. Challenge. What is a legend? Wrong kind of legend, Bailey. That's also a different kind of legend. We're talking about this legend. Tells us what the symbols mean. So it tells us where the forests are, where our mountains are, where a home is, where the castle is, things like that. Okay, here is what I need from you. You are going to pull out your orange folder. You need your writing packet, your informational writing packet. You're going to go to 3rd grade immersion on page 7. And you need some sort of pen or pencil. And I'm going to give you a 2 minutes to find those items. 2 minutes to find those items.
Miss Mize, are we getting our writing packet?
Writing packet.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, so go to your orange folder in your binder, pull out your writing packet, your informational writing packet, and you also need some sort of pen or pencil. Jane looks ready to go. Thank you, Jane. Addison looks ready to go. Sahaj and Alan look ready to go. Otis looks ready to go. If your video is not on, you need to turn it on. As well as if I can't see your face, you need to angle it so that I can see your face. It's my only way to see you guys these days.
Okay. Okay. Can you see me?
I can. Okay. Go ahead and get yourself muted. I'm going to clear everything. Okay. So we are going to be looking at immersion for 3rd grade writing. So make sure you're on page 7. You have about 10 seconds to be on page 7. Have your pen or pencil ready to go. All right. And come on back. Okay, so here is our 3rd grade text. For starters, what do you notice already just by looking at it? What do you notice from a 3rd grade to 2nd grade? What do we notice? What's the difference? What do we notice? Jane, what do you notice?
There are more sentences.
Ooh, so you definitely see more writing. I think the paragraphs are definitely a lot more beefy. They have more to them. What else do we notice? What else do we notice? Shreya, what else do we notice?
I noticed that there's more like detail to the picture than the last one.
Okay, so definitely there's more details. Okay. Anything else that we want to that we notice and explain? Addison, thank you for the quiet hand. What do you notice?
I'd say you can like read it more and it makes more sense.
Ooh, so you think
Like it's more
okay, so
readable.
yet because we haven't read it, but definitely just it looks more neat.
Yeah,
okay?
it looks like you can read it and it looks like more neat.
Okay, awesome. I definitely agree with all of those. There's much more just by looking at it that we could go to, but we're going to get started. I'm going to be reading this to you. Remember that informational writing, they're giving the writer is giving the reader information on a topic. Here we go. Following along, we're on this first page, and it says, cooking is a great skill. Cooking can be fun, but dangerous. You will need supervision and ingredients. Some food may be easy to make, and some food will be difficult to make. You must be very careful when cooking. When cooking foods, okay, when cooking, must be very careful. Oh, here we go. Especially when it's your first time. When you are cooking, you can have fun, but don't overdo the food or take it out too early. After you read this book, you will feel like a master chef. Try cooking after you read this. Getting ready. Before you start cooking, you need to get ready. The way you get ready is by simply taking out the ingredients and the objects you need. When you have all the ingredients and objects, you need to look at the instructions. You should look at the instructions. You should never do the next step before doing the instruction. Before that, because if you did step 3 before step 1, your meal or snack will taste and be wrong. Safety. Safety is very important when you cook. Safety matters because you can burn your fingers off, break a bone. Oh, you can burn your fingers or break a bone. One way to prevent that is by using a pot holder or an oven mitt. Oven mitts or pot holders can protect and prevent your fingers from getting burnt. One of the other ways of being safe during cooking is washing your hands and never tasting anything with raw egg in it until it is cooked. All of the reasons add up to 2 things, germs and sickness. What are some things that we notice about this immersion text? What do you notice? I want you to type in the chat one thing that you notice about the 3rd grade text and kind of start comparing it to what you kind of read in 2nd grade and in 1st grade. How is it different? One sentence in the chat. How is it different? Yes, Liam.
When are we done?
What's the question again?
So what do you notice about 3rd grade writing? What is different from what we just read here versus when we were reading 2nd grade writing? 3rd grade is definitely more detailed, we said. Definitely it's a little more neat, more organized. What else do we notice? Has more sentences, so more detail. Definitely. Okay, Shreya says it definitely makes a lot more sense. So you can tell the structure of what they're talking about and it goes into detail for each thing. Okay, so it talks about introducing, then how you get ready to cook, and then how you be safe when you cook. More detail. Yes, I agree with all of this. Great job, you guys. I don't just want to see that it's good though. I want to see what is good about it. What do you notice about it? So I'm going to go off. I definitely appreciate they took their time clearly on their pictures. They have subheadings. It looks like they wrote on a lined piece of paper because you can tell that they it's organized kind of like that. I have a feeling their paper goes something like this. I do notice that there is an indentation on the first paragraph. However, they missed their indentation on the second and third paragraph. I definitely see lots of capital letters. I see lots of punctuation. They finish each sentence with a final thought. So they're really taking their time to explain themselves. Okay. So now we have our bulldog paper again. Second grade was pretty detailed, I'd say. We talked about, we had different subheadings, and they really wrote lots of details about bulldogs. So now I'm going to read to you third grade, and we're going to talk about the difference between third grade. Okay, tracking finger, you are following along about bulldogs. Bulldogs. Introduction. Have you ever seen a dog whose face is wrinkled? So wrinkled it makes you laugh? That might be a bulldog. I am an expert on bulldogs because I have one. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about bulldogs. So the beginning paragraph helps readers become interested and ready to learn about the topic. So she starts with a question. This person, I don't know if it's she, this person starts with a question and starts with, have you ever seen a dog whose face is wrinkled that makes you laugh? That's gonna make you wanna read on. As well as the writer grouped information into parts. So we have the title of bulldogs, and then we have introduction. Now we're going into what they look like. Tracking finger following along. One fact about bulldogs is that they have very unusual looks. They have a short, wide body and short legs. They can be different colors, but the most common colors are tan, black, and white. The best part about the bulldog's look is its face. The bulldog has a wrinkled looking face and a wide jaw. It looks like it is always sad, but don't worry, that's just its look. It has round black eyes and a short muzzle. The biggest bulldog weighs about 50 pounds. So this person is now bringing in facts about bulldogs. Bulldog care, next subheading. Bulldogs need to be taken care of. It is important for bulldogs to get plenty of exercise. They need to be walked at least once a day. Also, their fur, called the coat, can get dirty, so they need to be brushed. The bulldog needs to eat good food in order to stay healthy. Bulldogs can get fat, so it is important to feed them just the right amount of food that they need. Some kinds of food that are good for bulldogs are special dog foods, biscuits, and mashed potatoes. Bulldogs need to take baths about once every month. My dad says you need to wash him so he stays healthy, but just the bath isn't enough. After the bath, you have to clean around the wrinkles because the wrinkles can get dirty. Also, they get really smelly. So kind of like if I didn't wash in between my fingers with my hands, then over time I would get dirt in between my fingers. It's the same thing for a bulldog's wrinkles. That's what that person means. Bulldog pets. One fact about bulldogs is that they're very tame. They are good to have around kids, and they are good watchdogs. They may look like they are mean, but really, they are not. For example, in my book, there was a story about a bulldog who saved his family by barking when there was a fire. There are a few different kinds of bulldogs, like the American Bulldog, English Bulldog, and French Bulldog. If you like and you are thinking about getting one, I recommend a Bulldog. And then there's a picture. It's hard to see in your packet, but there is a picture of a Bulldog here, and it explains and gives a diagram about where the muzzle is and where the jaw is. And then it says glossary. It talks about the coat. The coat is the Bulldog's fur. It talks about the jaw. The jaw is right here, their teeth. And it talks about the muzzle, which is their mouth and nose area. So they have a glossary. What do we notice about third grade writing, about the third grade writing versus the Bulldogs that we read yesterday? I want you to type in the chat what you notice. What do you notice? Type in the chat what you notice. I can see Maya's working. I can see Ojas is working. Adeline, I need you sitting up and working, please. What do you notice about the third grade writing versus, and I don't want to hear that it's neat, and then there's more detail. What did it go into more detail about? What? Go into more explaining me more. Okay, Gwen said it has more information. Okay. Alan says he notices that every single sentence has complete sentences. I agree with that. Kendall said they gave a lot of facts about bulldogs. I agree with that. Adrani's saying that there's more words. What about it being more words, more detail? What kind of detail are they giving, Adrani? So go into more detail. Type, what do you mean by that? Mia said that it was more fun and interesting to read. Mia, why is it more fun and interesting to read? It's because there's more facts, more detail. It's inviting. It really sucks you in and you want to learn more about bulldogs. All right. These are all great responses, you guys. So when we write, we are always striving and shooting for, our goal is this third grade writing. And hopefully by the end of second grade, your writing will look like this. We work super, super, super hard in second grade, and we really dive into our writing. It's going to be a lot harder in the distant learning, but once we're back in the classroom, you will see how our process works, and it's really fun. Writing in second grade is so much fun. We always have a good time. So this is the goal, is third grade level writing, third grade level pictures, third grade level formatting, everything. And we will keep going and working off of that and going into more detail. Now, starting on Thursday, we're going to be going over just how this will look. We're going to start collecting items, and then next week we will be choosing our topics and starting our developing. So we have a lot of work coming up. The past couple days in writing, we've just been looking at first grade text, second grade text, and third grade text. I want you to write in the chat one thing that you are going to work hard on this school year for your writing. What's your goal in writing? And actually, let's not do it. Don't type it in the chat. I want you to type it or write it down here. So what is your personal goal for writing? So maybe, let's see. Adeline, can I pick on you for a minute? Can I pretend like I'm you? Is that okay? Okay, so maybe Adeline wants to focus on, she realizes that when she was writing in first grade, she noticed that she didn't give as much detail. So maybe her goal is to have more detail. So she would write, my goal this year is to have more detail. So I want you to write your personal goal. Your goal at the bottom of third grade immersion, and it needs to have this sentence frame. My goal this year is to fill in the blank. Thank you. Sahaj is working hard. I can see Kendall working hard. Maddie is hard at work. Wyatt is hard at work. Eli is hard at work. I can see Adrani and Shazab writing. Ojas, you can type it in the chat what your goal is, okay? Instead of write it out. Adeline's writing. Wow, Jalen's writing. Liam, I should see you writing. What is your writing goal? And you do not need to hold it up just yet. You can just have a seat there and wait patiently. I'm gonna give friends about another minute to write their goals down. And then I want to hear from some friends today. All right, about 30 more seconds. My goal this year is to, and your goal in writing. Shazab, what is your goal this year? Shazab is not there. Okay, Jalen, oh, there's Shazab. What's your goal this year?
To be better than all of these good writers.
Okay, so you want to maybe strive for the third grade level writing? Okay. Jalen, what?
I want to be better than 12th grade.
Ooh, we'll get there one day. Miss Mize still works on her writing every single day, every email I send. Jalen, what's your goal this year for writing?
Pass.
Okay, will you type it in the chat for me? Okay, and then once you have told me your goal, you are done with school for the day. So once I call on you and you share your goal, you will be done for the day. And then I will see you guys tomorrow at 9:30 for class meeting. Okay, Liam, what's your goal? Writing goal.
Writing soon.
Okay, sorry, you're breaking out. Will you type it in the chat and then you can go? Oh, just once you've typed, okay. Oh, just what's your writing goal? Writing goal. Emily, what's your goal? No idea where Emily is. Okay, Zay, what's your goal? No, Zay, okay. Maya, what's your goal?
My goal is to have fancy writing like my sister Dad and Mom.
Love it. Gwendolyn, what's your goal? What's your writing goal, Gwen?
To give more information.
Okay, give more information. Love it. Adeline, what's your goal? What's your writing goal?
More sentences, because I'm not really good with sentences.
Okay, so that kind of goes back to giving more detail too. Okay, awesome. Kendall, what is your goal? Writing goal.
My goal is to have more detail and more sentences. And
Okay.
like I said, about detail, I want to also have more detail in my pictures too.
Love it. And add more to your pictures. Love it. Thank you, Kendall. Ojas, you said, oh, write more detail. Yes. Okay, Ojas, you are good to go. Jalen, you are good to go. Jane, what is your goal?
More explaining.
Okay, very nice. Emily, what is your goal?
My goal this year is to have good handwriting.
Handwriting. Love it. Thank you, Emily, for sharing. You are good to go. Yes, ma'am, Jane. What was your question? Sorry to cut you off.
Is it the end of the day?
It is. You are good to go for today, and I will see you tomorrow morning, okay? Alan, what is your goal?
My goal is to put more facts.
Ooh, so you want more facts, information? Awesome. Love it. I will see you tomorrow morning. Shreya, where are you?
My goal is to write neat because I don't write very neat.
Okay, so you want to write a little more neat? Awesome.
And actually, I have a question.
Yes.
Now, is it really the end of the day, or do we have to do like some already lessons before we go, or anything? Are there any extra work?
You are done for the day, but you can always do iReady lessons if you'd like. It's always up to you. Wyatt, what is your goal this year? Writing.
My goal is to have more detail.
Okay, so you want to add more details? Love that goal. Thank you, Wyatt. I will see you tomorrow. Adrani, what is your goal? Thank you for being patient with your hand up this whole time. What is your
My goal is to add more information and detail.
Okay, so you want to have more information, more detail? Love it. Orion, what is your goal? Your writing goal this year?
My goal is to try to write like first, third grade.
Okay. Love it. All right, you are good to Bye. Miss Bailey, what is your writing goal?
My writing goal is to make my handwriting better so people would get it.
Ooh, okay. Love it. Sahaj, what is your writing goal? Unmute yourself.
My goal is to put more information.
Okay, so you want to make sure you have more information. Love that. Jenna, what is your writing goal?
To write more nice.
Okay, so you want neater or do you want more detail? Which one, what do you mean?
Neater.
You want to write neater. Okay, so you want to work on handwriting. Love that. Okay, I will see you tomorrow morning. Zay, what is your writing goal?
My writing goal is to be good at stuff.
What stuff? Like what exactly do you want to work on?
Math and reading.
We're talking about writing though. What's your writing goal? What do you want to work on with your writing?
To write more sentences.
Okay, so you want more detail. Awesome. Thank you, Zay. I will see you tomorrow morning. Maddie, what is your writing goal, Miss Maddie? Sorry, Maddie, your internet's going out. Will you type it in the chat for me? Mia, what is your writing goal?
Take care of my ladybugs and larvae.
Writing goal.
You mean my writing goal? Yeah. I want to write more beautiful and neat, so I can write cursive. I only need to do
Yeah? Okay, awesome. Thank you, Mia. Mia, you are done for the day. I will see you tomorrow. Addison and Eli, thank you for being so patient. Addison, what is your writing goal?
My writing goal is to practice my handwriting so people can read it better.
Okay, so you want to work on handwriting? Awesome. Maddie, what do you mean by be good at writing? I want you to give more detail on that. Eli, what is your writing goal?
Can I go?
And I will see you tomorrow, Addison.
Bye, see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Do we have Eli? Eli, you're breaking out too. Let's see. Can I hear you? Talk to me.
To do more detail.
Okay, so you want to give more detail, work on giving more detail? Awesome, Eli. I will see you tomorrow. Maddie. Miss Maddie.